Live now, DT. So, however you're connected with the show, thank you so much for hanging out with us where sports meets that thing called life. I appreciate you being here as we're getting some things set up for Thanksgiving and some specials and opportunities. So, appreciate your patience this morning as we are here inside of the Cafe Kubal Studios. Cafe Kubal coming to you on 3501 James Street, 324 West Water Street, 401 South Salina Street, all in Syracuse, New York, as well as on the corner of Route 11 and Taft Road at Sweetheart Corners in their drive-through location, and you can find that in North Syracuse, and on 343 Fayette Street in Manlius, New York, in their giant behemoth of a brown stripe building. So however you're connecting with Cafe Kubal, you can also go online from anywhere outside of Central and Upstate New York. Go to cafekubal.com. That's cafe, Kubal.com, and you can find them there and connect with them. So however you're connecting with the wonderful people at Cafe Kubal, led by their fearless leader, Matt Goddard, make sure that you go out there today and support local. It's also great for you on Black Friday. If you're going to be out there shopping and running around and doing all that stuff, you need to have your coffee, your tea, your chai. You need to get right, have that cup filled up right to bear the cold and bear the craziness of Black Friday and whatnot. So make sure you head out to Cafe Kubal this week and show them some love. Definitely head out there today as you're getting your last pieces for Turkey Day. You know, I find that, little things, little treats, little nice things to yourself. You should do something nice for yourself every day. And it doesn't have to cost $1 million and, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just do something nice for yourself every day, right? A little thing nice for yourself every day goes a long way. And I think, going out there and getting yourself something nice to drink, that's one of the things that goes a long way. So head out to Cafe Kubal today, fill your cup up right. Let them know that Wake Up Call sent you. With that being said, we got a great show set up for you here today, the day before Thanksgiving. Now, we're going to have some Thanksgiving specials on Wake Up Call. New, never before seen, never before aired, but we have some Thanksgiving specials and we have a Black Friday special. So as I am celebrating with my family and spending some time, I have prepared shows for you. So I've done work before the day to make sure it's ready to go for you. And that to me is important. So we're not going to have a day off to those of you watching and listening around the world this week, but I actually will have some time with my family. So we've prepared to be there for you on Thanksgiving and on Black Friday while I am spending time with my family. So we got some great specials coming up for you, and I'm so honored. Tom Bellino of Union Endicott's going to be joining us, the football program in the state semis. Matt Gallagher of Maine Endwell, his football program in the state semis, he's going to be joining us. Dave Klein of CNS with the football program, he's going to be joining us in the state semis. And we're going to have a Black Friday special with my little brother, Daniel Booby Santiago, with his undefeated Holy Cross Crusaders football team that's getting ready to step into the Division I AA FCS playoffs with a first round bye as one of the top 8 seeds. So a lot of great stuff coming up. We're going to get immediately to the wonderful story of Jeremiah Washington inside of MonPazPopcorn.com's What's Poppin'. Jeremiah is going to join me for an all-new Dolphin Dive, and then we're going to dive right into the Fantasy Football Power Hour, proudly presented by the fantastic people at the Wildcat Sports Pub, led by Danny Tome. Your fantasy football advice for your Turkey Day trio is what I'm calling it. Buffalo at Detroit, the Giants at the Cowboys, and Patriots at the Vikings. All of that's coming up for you, plus all of your Sunday games, Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football, all in the Fantasy Football Power Hour that's coming up in just a little bit after Jeremiah Washington gets to tell his story. I cannot wait, and as I said on my social media, do not miss a second of this story. Go get your family, friends, coworkers, and colleagues and get them on Facebook at Wake Up Call DT, Twitter at Call DT, Instagram at Wake Up Call _DT. Get them here, youtube.com, facebook.com, mixlr.com, all / Wake Up Call DT. You don't want to miss a second of the conversation that we're about to have with the one and only Jeremiah Washington, coming up here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, where sports meets life, right after this fast break. Avicoli's, located on the corner of Route 57 and Wetzel Road in Liverpool, New York, has been your trusted neighbor for decades. Located just steps from Liverpool High School, we're happy to have the Liverpool Warriors on-site, on-location broadcast at Avicoli's through Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora every single month, featuring student athletes, coaches, and administration throughout the year from Liverpool High School. Head out to Avicoli's today on the corner of Route 57 and Wetzel Road in Liverpool, New York, open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch, dinner, and drinks. We'd love to see you out there, and of course, you can call them at 315-622-5100 for takeout, delivery, and catering. That's 315-622-5100, and also find them on myavicolis.com. That's myavicollis.com. Having peace of mind when you're out of town that your furry-loving friend is safe and sound means taking them to Canine Campground, because we all know that when it comes to the love of our pets, it goes well beyond the call of duty to make sure they're safe and sound. Right, Lily? So take a ride to 242 Johnson Street in East Syracuse, New York, and see Canine Campground and where your dog will be staying, in the classic cabin, the executive cabin, the grand cabin, or of course the luxury cabin, because if you know Lily, you know she loves luxury. Now you don't have to wait to the last minute to find a family member or a friend that'll take your dog for a few days. Call Canine Campground at 315-299-4013. That's 315-299-4013. Their drop-off and pickup times are Monday through Sunday. Check K9campground.com for more information. That's the letter K, the number 9, and campground spelled with a K.com. K9campground.com.
When you're going out of town, bring your dog to Canine Campground.
PB&J's Lunchbox, the food truck that you love finding all throughout central and upstate New York, now has a street-side cafe. So when you're craving their traditional favorites as well as their out-of-box amazing menu items, you can now head to 663 Old Liverpool Road in Liverpool, New York. Located just minutes from the highway, the Thruway, Destiny USA, and Onondaga Lake Parkway, PB&J's Lunchbox Street-Side Cafe is there for you Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner all throughout the day. Get breakfast for dinner, dinner for lunch, whatever you fancy, including their award-winning grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Find them at 663 Old Liverpool Road in Liverpool, New York. PB&J's Lunchbox, where we love to know what's in your lunchbox. This is a special message from 317 at Montgomery restaurant owner Joel Carpenter. Open Tuesday through Saturday for your dining pleasure on 317 Montgomery Street in Syracuse, New York.
We wanted to be a part of the resurgence of Syracuse. We saw a lot of money being put into bringing people back downtown and thought that, we'd like to be a part of that. I love putting together a good dish where people see it first, they fall in love with it, and then it tastes just as good as it looks. We want to provide the best food in Syracuse that we possibly can, and we want you to leave here talking to your family, your friends about what you had to eat first and foremost, but also our service, and to walk out feeling like you're part of our family. I work out in the front of the house a lot, and I love walking to every single table, asking them how everything is, and people looking at me and smiling and saying, this is the most amazing short rib I've ever had. This is the most amazing filet I've ever had. And Donna is great. Sarah's amazing. Thank you for coming over and talking to us. And them just being truly happy for the experience that they've gotten.
317 at Montgomery Restaurant, part of the fabric of downtown Syracuse, located on 317 Montgomery Street in Syracuse, New York. Open Tuesday through Saturday for a unique and memorable dining experience. This is Dan Tortora here for a special edition of the Dolphin Dive. We're here with Jeremiah Washington, and I have some opportunity here to speak with him about his story, his background, and journey to LeMoyne, and of course being a part of this LeMoyne Dolphins men's basketball team here inside of Dolphin Time for this edition of Dolphin Dive. Jerry, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing very well. So let's go back to where it all began for you and kind of growing up, and I know that you've had your own unique and interesting story, so I'd love to kind of just open that up to you.
Well, first of all, I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I grew up on the south side of Chicago. I went to Bogan High School. I think, what was it, class of 2021, I believe. I went to Bogan High School. Out of my senior year, I had like 2 offers. One of them was from Bethune-Cookman in Florida, and I had Ferris State, which is in Michigan. So yeah, me and my family, we went on ahead and we chose to commit to Ferris State, which is in Michigan. My first year at Ferris State, it went very well. But it got cut short to COVID. So my second year there, it was like the COVID year. So like the game didn't count, this year didn't count. I would be getting this year back. So I went into quarantine a few times, and it kind of really, things went left after that. And then one summer hit, and I didn't have no school, like no offers, no film, no numbers, no nothing. And me and my mom was sitting in the front room, and I just told her, like, it's time for me to become a man. Like, I'm about to go get a job. And then that same weekend, I went to an open gym, and there was a cameraman there. I didn't know him. He just was recording while we were playing basketball. And he sent me a video, like a mixtape. So when he sent it to me, I was like, this is the most film I done had in 2 years. Like, let me post this real quick. So when I posted it, probably the same day, Nathan Champion he DM'd me on Twitter. And now we're here. So, I don't know, it was a bumpy road, if you ask me. When I mean bumpy, it was just like, come from playing basketball until I like, 6 years old. And then you finally get to college and it's like, I'm about to go get a job. When we hear the phrase of like, when the ball start bouncing, I was at that moment. So that was probably the lowest. The highest was just like being able to, like my first day on campus, it felt like a movie. I'm not even supposed to be here, but I'm here, so I just take everything day by day. It's a blessing, if you ask me.
What do you want to say to that cameraman that just so happened to be there that day and send you the mixtape, and without that, wouldn't have had that film, like you said, most film in a couple of years, and then Nate Champion doesn't see it, you don't end up here. So there's something to be said about how the dominoes fall.
Yeah, that cameraman, he don't even know, like, he just thought he was doing me a favor, like, oh yeah, he probably liked this mixtape. But he don't know, he kind of really, like, I wouldn't say saved my life, because it wasn't that deep, but he saved, like, my dream, if you ask me. Like, I want to play college ball, that's all I wanted to do. It almost came to an end, but he helped me out, and he don't even know that.
You said it's playing out like a movie. How would you describe this movie, and what's it like to be living it in the moment?
When I describe it, so like, alright, cool. So you know how you'll watch a movie and you'll be like, oh, I can't wait for the next one to come out. It's kind of how like the years are going. So like, for example, let's do Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
What is it, like 8 now? Like 7?
It's like 10.
That's how my life is. Like, I'm gonna have so many Fast and Furious. Like, that's how my life is. Like, it's like different chapters. So I describe it like that.
And you talked about growing up on the south side of Chicago. What type of movie was that? What chapter was that like in your life?
At that moment, it was like, you don't know what to expect. I didn't know what I was going to be playing ball. And this is just like, hit me out. This is just from kids growing up in the south side of Chicago. Only thing we know is rap, play basketball. And if you're not doing something like athletics, then you don't have no dreams to like get out of it. So my inspiration was Derrick Rose, because he kind of grew up in Chicago. He didn't have like his old pictures of him like doing things that we wouldn't expect him to be doing, but he's playing basketball now. So I was like, okay, you see Derrick Rose found a way to get out of Chicago, chose basketball. Like, why not choose basketball? So I looked up to Derrick Rose, and like the story behind like just the South Side of Chicago is not good. So it's, everybody know how Chicago is. It's just violence, like gun violence, things like this. There's nobody really to guide these kids to, go out there and be whoever they want to be, or go out there and go chase their dreams. There's nobody like guiding them to do that. So I'm just happy that I was able to just mature enough to tell myself like it's okay to be different and not stay in one place at one time. You gotta move around so you will find different things that you can fall in love with to become a dream and then go chase it.
Was it hard for you or difficult for you to have that mindset and say, you know what, it's okay to be different, it's okay to fight to get out of here?
Let me give you a story. So I got a group of friends, 5 of us. It's not really 5, it's really probably like 5 or 8, but there's a few of us. Like, we all basically kind of had the same story. And basketball kind of saved us. I could get into it a little bit, but I'd rather not. But it's just like, we saw the basketball, we was just like, this is going to be the thing that's going to make us different from these guys over here. It's just a different route.
Staying true to that dream and that promise to yourself and the desire to get out of Chicago and to do something positive and to build a future for yourself. Do you feel that on your shoulders every day? I mean, is it more than basketball? Do you feel like you could be a beacon of hope for somebody else?
I think about that while I'm playing. Like, my coach, this was probably like last year. I mean, he says things like this often, but last year it just stuck with me. He was just like, what's your why? So like, while I'm playing, it's like, I got like reminders in my phone, like, remember those who died with you, like just things like that. Like, he always emphasized like, you gotta have a reason, like, what's your why? So when I'm out there playing, like, I play as in if I'm answering the question, like, what's your why? Like, it's all like a lot of doubts. People won't believe me. Like, that's my why. I just want to prove everybody wrong. Like, think about it. I'm from Chicago. He from Chicago. He probably not gonna be nowhere in the future. I want to prove that wrong. Like, whatever the little stereotype is, like just like bad neighborhoods, kids growing up. Like, I want to prove that stereotype wrong.
You said growing up where you grew up, it's rap, it's sports, or something else. Living in that world where it's like, okay, I either got to make it in sports, I got to make it in entertainment, that's going to be my ticket out of here. How hard was that as a kid to grow up and say, and to feel like the avenues were small? Because there's a lot of people that would want to get into entertainment, want to rap, want to do movies, want to play basketball or something. But that number is so few, it's so low, that percentage is so low. So when you say, this is my way out, and only a few people are going to make it out this way, how did you deal with the difficulty of that, and mentally, did it ever weigh on you?
Yeah, it weighed on me because just in the sport in general, like I didn't have an appearance. I'm 5'9". People that somewhat make it, they probably be short, but like even with that, my height is even fewer like kids that make it out. But I kind of like face reality. Not saying that I can't get to where I want to get, but like throughout the journey, you just gotta like meet new people, you go new places. Like it's not all about like making it, but Like when you say Frank, make it out, it's not necessarily like, oh, I'm going to NBA, or I'm about to be a top paid actress or actor. Like, okay, that's a dream, you can get to that, but it's things along the way that you can come across that'll help you go into different avenues, different stuff. So like when people say like the ball, like when I had a ball in my hand, I look at it like a globe, because it's kind of like I didn't been at this place, this place, this place, this place, all because of the basketball. So, there's a lot of avenues that I have to go. Like, if I was talking to a young kid, like giving them like some advice, I just tell them like dream big, but like you gotta understand, like you said, it's only a select few, so you just gotta don't let your mental get in your way.
Why are you so strong? Where does that strength come from? Where does that mental toughness come from?
She's gonna smile when I say this. It comes from my mother, my mom. I mean, not to mention she's a single mother, raising me, growing up on the south side of Chicago, all this bad stuff going on. So like, I just seen her cry. To get into even more detail, like I've been evicted, like everything that you wish wouldn't happen, like I witnessed it with my mother. Until this day, she's still smiling, still trying to make a way for me specifically and my older brother. So it's like everything. When you see me, you see my mom. That's how I want it to be. I get my strength from her. She checking in on me daily, making sure my mental right. I'm making sure her mental right. You have to think my mom was my sister, if you ask me. But yeah, I get my strength from her, my dukes.
Can we shout her out by name here?
Star with 2 R's, Starr. We call her Miss Star. That's my dukes.
You said you've been through so much with her, but she's always smiled. What's that done for your spirit to see her fight adversity with kindness, happiness, a smile?
It just showed me I can do it. Like, she birthed me. So like while I'm witnessing her, like keep smiling, but she's still going through stuff. I'm like, all the bad stuff I go through. Not saying everything I go through bad, but I might look at it. I'm going through worse times right now. My mama would be smiling, she would be. So I just try to use that, take that with me.
What do you want to do for mom? What's your hope? What's your give back to mom?
Well, it's for us, for me and her, like, for us and my brother. I just always, we had these conversations, like, I talked about this yesterday. When I get out of college, I don't want to go back to Chicago. Like, I've been away, and I kind of grew out of it. Not saying that there's nothing good in Chicago, but like my 21 years living, it's nothing that I think I want to go back to. I want to just go explore something new. I'm not saying it's chapter, so like, that's 21 years in Chicago. I don't want the next 21 to be in Chicago. I want to be somewhere else. And you gotta be 21, you be 5. Be 5 here. You know, books got short chapters.
Yeah. So, for you to be on the court, like you said, when you stepped onto campus at LeMoyne, you said, I'm not even supposed to be here. Mm-hmm. Going through a game and the adversity of a game with everything you've gone through, I can imagine that it makes the game not feel as hard. Does it slow down for you? And how do you experience the game knowing that every second is a second you didn't think you were going to have?
Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of, you got pros and cons with that though. Sometimes I'm not supposed to be here. I got something to prove, but then there be times I'll be like, I don't want to get like put too much on my shoulders. Like, oh, you got to do this and that because you're not supposed to be here. Like, no, I'm going to experience whatever day by day, whatever God got planned out for me. That's what's going to happen. I'm not about to, I got to score 50. Like, I ain't supposed to be here. That's when I feel like it's going to go left. You just kind of got to just go with the flow.
You talked about God. How important is your faith?
I pray every now and then. It's not too strong. Like, I'm not Catholic or anything. But I believe in God for sure.
And you keep that with you
Yeah.
when you're out there. Before we get to rapid fire, what do you want to say to LeMoyne and to Nate Champion?
first and foremost, I appreciate everything that you've done for me. I appreciate you even giving me the opportunity. I'll never forget LeMoyne because of that. And hopefully I'll leave my legacy here when they build this wall.
And we are in the Hall of Fame here, so it'd be nice to put it on the gold wave. So you've been great about answering my questions. I'm going to not put you on the hot seat. In rapid fire, you can ask me any 3 questions. I have to answer them. So whenever you're ready.
All right, my first one, how you feel about the game last night?
How do I feel about the game last night? Which one are we talking about?
Not last night, 2 days ago.
Oh, 2 days ago. Oh, okay.
Our game.
Yeah, your game. I was going to say, you didn't play last night. So the game to me, and I was talking to Bob Beretta, the AD, about this. Last season, there were different points where I said, okay, we could rebound better, we can get around the rim better, box out better, shoot better. What I saw over the weekend was a team that is shooting better, more confident, more together, more about getting after it on underneath. Basically everything I thought that could have improved last year that stood out to me, I'm seeing you do that early on this season. So to me, there's been a lot of positives and a lot of good from that. I love that you guys gutted it out. It was a tough game to play against a tough-paced team to start off the NE10. So to get a victory like that and have it be your first win of the season, knowing that there was one possession in 2 of those 3 losses where it could have gone your way, to get that victory, it felt great. And my exact words to Bob were, because I had like 4 games in a row that day, I said, I'm going to be late to my next game because I'm not leaving here without a win. So that was my response. What's your second one?
Number 2. All right, cool. This one kind of got to be like a 2-question one.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna give you some. You either could pick Derrick Rose, like prime Derrick Rose MVP season,
Okay.
or John Moran right now.
I like John Moran, but I probably see Derrick Rose's story is a different story because he went through injury, he went through moving around, trying to find the right fit, being a starter to coming off a bench. So I think Derrick Rose's story to me is better. I don't even know if I would pick prime Derrick Rose. I think I had picked Derrick Rose on the comeback because he taught a lot of people, me included, that you can get punched in the mouth about 15 times and stay up. So I like his story because he never gave up on his dream, and I think he could be arguably more of an inspiration now than before, because they expected it before, and now he's doing it.
I can't answer that question. That's why I asked.
Okay, yeah.
Then
I do like John Morant though.
Then the second one to that question is, you either could pick Michael Jordan or LeBron James.
Easiest question in the world ever. Michael Jordan.
Okay, cool. All right,
He can fly. He didn't buy talent, he played against it, and more than half of the NBA at the time he was playing was good. Where LeBron, see, this is what I have to say about LeBron. If Jordan's not the best and LeBron is, then why does LeBron have to wear 23? And if Jordan wasn't the best and LeBron is, then why does LeBron have to go to a team, cause this giant crater, take everything out of the team, and have to build the team with a bunch of guys and pay all this money for them? Michael Jordan didn't buy anybody. No, he had Scottie Pippen. Yeah, he had Scottie Pippen. But he didn't go and buy David Robinson. He didn't go buy Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing, Allen Houston, and so on and so forth. So I think it's more Hakeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler. He played against the best. He beat the best, and that's why he's the best. And to prove my point even more so, not only did LeBron not make his own movie, why are you going to make a Space Jam 2? Why are you trying to copy even more so Michael Jordan? And by the way, that thing bombed, and I didn't even give it a shot to see it because Bugs Bunny belongs to Michael Jordan, and that's it. So, good questions.
You giving me ammo for this question. I ain't even thinking about that.
Yeah, well, go and use that ammo because it'll work. And you can tell me your teammates to pick LeBron, and I can make sure that one by one we have that conversation. Jeremiah Washington proving that not only can you tell your own story, but whatever the odds are, you can beat them by belief in yourself, a good family, and a smile. Thanks, Jeremiah. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
We'll talk with you all soon. Be well.
Cafe Kubal offers same-day local delivery of our products, offering no delivery charge for Onondaga County. Shop cafekubal.com for fresh roasted coffee beans, cold brew, travel mugs, and all your essential Cafe Kubal needs. Cafe Kubal, coffee for the soul.
Hi, this is Amy from Mother's Cupboard, home of the Whole Frittata. We are open daily 6 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. For takeout orders, call 315-432-0942 and tune in to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora for our monthly food challenge and try our Wake Up Call signature menu item available 7 days a week. Here at Mother's Cupboard, we are Central New York, and it's our honor to serve you.
Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory remind us that every day is worth celebrating. Find them at 201 Old 7th North Street in Liverpool, New York. Open Monday through Saturday in-store and all the time online at maandpaspopcorn.com. Serving our Central New York community and beyond, you can order all throughout the country at maandpaspopcorn.com. And remember to get your tins, which have in-store half-price refills forever. Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory, available to you for fundraising and all of your events by calling 315-450-6272. That's 315-450-6272. Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory. How corny are you?
Woody Wicks Candles and Gift Shop, Township 5, Camillus, where you will find handcrafted all-natural soy wax candles over 60 cents to freshen up your home. We carry a wide range of locally made items, Salsa Q's, Syracuse Salt, and Chocolate Pizza Company, to name a few. Let our knowledgeable staff help choose unique gifts and keepsakes for any occasion. Gifts for family and friends, and maybe a little something for yourself. Woody Wicks Candles and Gift Shop, Township 5, Camillus.
This is a special message from Merritt Brady, owner-operator of Chick-fil-A Watertown on 1290 Arsenal Street in Watertown, New York.
Chick-fil-A for me has always been about the people. I think it starts with the strength and leadership of the Cathy family. It's just amazing to see a family-run business reach the altitude that they have. Second mile service is something that we embodied at my previous business, and the ability to make people feel like they're the only person at your establishment, that you are there to serve them that day and looking for those extra ways to make them happy, to anticipate what they need next is what makes me tick. And I'm going to have so many opportunities at Chick-fil-A to do that. It's one of my favorite things to eat in the world. My favorite application question or interview question when I'm interviewing is when I get to, have you ever eaten at Chick-fil-A? And a smile hits both their ears. You know, they can't even answer the question for a second. And when I see that, it's like, man, that's going to be a great hire. They already get it. They already feel it. They already know that we're different. The Chick-fil-A experience, it's a real thing. And then, of course, just our generosity and community involvement and making a positive impact in the lives of our team members, our guests, and the community in general, I think is really the secret sauce.
Chick-fil-A Watertown on 1290 Arsenal Street in Watertown, New York. Coming to you, fall 2022. Welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora inside of the Cafe Kubal Studios, hanging out with you where sports truly meets that thing called life, and appreciate so much that we got to tell Jeremiah Washington's story, and we're going to load this as a separate special as well. So if you want to go watch it again, which you should, and you need a little pick-me-up, positivity, hear that goodness from somebody else, you know, this story hit different, and that's what I just said in the feed to Greg. This one hit me different, and I just something about Jeremiah, and feel, you know, kind of like when you feel those chills or your hair stands up on your arm, but in a positive way. He's just got an amazing story, and I think we've just started to tell it. So I'm excited to continue to tell his story as well as so many others. That's what we do in this exclusive multimedia marketing partnership with LeMoyne. So I look forward to it, and I want to thank Jeremiah again for being a part of the show and for letting me tell his story and for getting a shout out mom. I have such a great mom as well. So I get it. I get what it's like to have a mom that does everything, and that you go through the ups and downs with. And, we had different ups and downs, but, still things that, mom and I had to navigate through. So I appreciate it, and I appreciate Jeremiah for sure, and I appreciate y'all tuning in. So it will be a separate special. You'll be able to watch it, and we're going to load that here up this morning, so you'll be able to go back and watch it right after the show. With that being said, on Wednesdays, when we do fantasy football, we separate it into two parts, the video-wise, so that you can get your fantasy football information instantaneously. So we're going to end this video, start a new one. So for those of you on YouTube and Facebook, stay with us, and we'll be back momentarily. For those of you on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt, and on wakeupcalldt.com's homepage where the MixLR feed is embedded,